Alright, here we go. Another Saturday looking for contacts with the radio. As the description says, it's been raining last 2 weeks and the grass got a little high, so I had to go out and cut it. And being that I'm almost 60 now, it took a lot longer than I had planned. If you look on the waterfall here for the radio, you can see there's some kind of contest going on with CW. I gotta go figure out what contests are going on and try to make a few contacts here. I thought I had it open. Yeah, let's go look at contestcalendar.com. Let's turn that second one off. What time do we have? I know how to find it quickly. It is 2039. 2039. Let's see, 6, 12, 18. That's going to be right in here. Right in here. It's going to be in this last square. So we got the 2.3 gigahertz challenge, which I won't be doing. ARI International DX contest. There's some PSK if you like digital modes. You got Indiana QSO party. You got the Delaware QSO party. And New England QSO party, which is a group of states there. Let's look at the exchange for these state QSO parties. Indiana is signal report and state. Okay. Delaware is signal report and state, which is good. New England. Where's your exchange, New England? Am I missing it? There it is. Signal report and state for all of those. Okay. Let's see, there was this ARI international contest. Now, this ARI contest wants signal report and a serial number. So I'll have to get something to write with for ARI. And I'm just trying to make contacts. Since I'm at home, I usually can't hear a lot of POTA stations, so I'm just looking for whatever contacts are out there. Boom. So we got all those. All right, so let's switch over to. Thought it was all of mine. Switch over to hammers. I need to close this. SDR++. All right, we're in hammers. Let's get our chat window over here. And let's get our little camera back on the screen. Well, we don't need that. We can do without it, but I'll leave it there. All right, we're going to go to our favorite, the POTA spot page. We're going to start at the bottom of 20 meters doing sideband. That's Cedar Hill State Park. It's close to me. I probably can't hear them. Somebody's below them. Just gonna make a quick run through the spot page and see what I can find. I looked a little bit earlier and I saw that a bunch of those state QSO parties who are on the bands. So I probably won't get too many POTA connections. I heard a QRZ. It's down to my noise.
November 9, Yankee uniform, hotel.
Noise floor is about at 3. They're just above that out of 5. Texas, I won't hear. Utah, maybe. That one's not much more above the noise either. Utah. It's about a 5.2, 52. See if he calls CQ again. He's too low. I don't even want to mess with it. We got 3 in Kansas, Smoky Hill State Wildlife Area. See if I can hear any of these. Alright, I'm hearing the hunters, but not the activators. Illinois and Tennessee I normally can hear, I'm not hearing today. Remember, no POTA on 313. That's we had the guy a couple weeks ago screaming on 313 for no POTA. Let's see which side of that this is. Alright, second operator. I might be able to get this one. Signal just faded. Kilo India 5, Whiskey, Whiskey Tango.
Alright, I have a November ending 50 Bravo.
Alright, they didn't get me on that first try.
Alright, very good zooming signal here. I believe you're 5.8 plus here. Into US 00.
Signal just came up. It was 5.5, now it's 5.7. We heard another station, Victor X-Ray.
Well, thank you so much for that 5-7 in Oklahoma. Please stand by for second operator.
The highest I'm hearing this is at a 5.7, 57.
This is Kilo Echo 2, Bravo, Uniform Oscar, Kilo Echo 2, Bravo, Whiskey Zulu code. Dakota.
Kilo India 5, Whiskey, Whiskey Tango.
All right, ending Whiskey, Whiskey Tango.
Kilo India 5, Whiskey, Whiskey Tango.
All right, Kilo India 5, Whiskey, Whiskey Tango. You are 5 into U.S.
Roger that. I have you 5.7 in Texas, 57 in Texas. Roger the 5.8. I also have you 5.7 in Texas.
Thank you so much for Texas. I hope you have a great day today.
73, and thank you. All right, they were bouncing between a 5.5 and a 5.8. Using hammers here, if you put the first call, comma, then the second call, that'll record both of them. All right, we got that, power, 312, and there's my location, save. And we'll go back to hunting from 312. Right there. The Missouri station. And those sounds you hear are either someone above them or someone below them. And it's most likely some of the state contests.
Okay, copy. Whiskey Yankee 0 Romeo. This is Kilo Echo 9, Echo Delta Charlie, U.S. Park 1027.
That's someone doing a park to park.
Kilo Echo 9, Echo Delta Charlie.
I'm not hearing the activator though. So Connecticut, let's go Maryland, LC, wherever that is. Someone above 285.
Delta Sector 59 in Yuma, Arizona. That's Alpha Zulu, Yankee Mike Alpha.
That's one of the contesters. I'll go back and get those.
1993. State Park in Ohio.
Kilo India 5, Whiskey, Whiskey Tango. Roger that. I got you about a 5.5 in Texas. 55. All right, his signal completely faded out, and then he's back low again. And now it just came back up again. Uh-oh, that's the wrong one. He said 1993. Why do I have 0604? I didn't copy it. KI0EB on 278. Kilo Golf 2, Mike, that's Mike. Hey Mike, what's going on? I couldn't make it out to the park, so I'm just hunting a little POTA. I'm getting ready to hunt some of these state QSO parties. 278. It's been raining here the last couple of weeks, so I had to cut the yard, and Body said I need to sit down somewhere, so I sat down. Sat down in front of my radio. Oh, I'm just looking at the spot page, looking for contacts right now. 247.
Hotel Oscar November. I'm sorry, Hotel Alpha November. 73, QRZ, Whiskey 9 Victor Whiskey.
He said Whiskey 9 Victor Whiskey. He's on 247.
WP, strong signal here. W59 plus into Hancock County, PJN.
That's one of those. It's one of those QSO parties, state QSOs.
All right, thanks for texting. Good luck to you. Whiskey 9 Victor Whiskey, Indiana QSO party.
Indiana QSO party. Says it's the Innovation in DX and Contesting. Whatever that means. Contact is a contact.
November 2 X-ray Alpha Victor, I believe.
It's got a strong signal though. Why is it at 38? 35?
November 3 Mike Alpha Victor, QSL.
See if we can get to Indiana.
Okay, Roger. Then you are 59 into Hancock County, Indiana. Hotel Alpha November. 73, thanks. Whiskey 9 Victor Whiskey, Indiana QSO party.
Kilo India 5, Whiskey Tango.
Kilo India 5, Whiskey Tango, 59 Hancock, Hotel Alpha November.
Roger that. You are 5-9 in Texas.
Thanks for Texas. 73, Whiskey 9 Victor Whiskey, Indiana QSO party.
Those QSO parties, they just want a name. Not a name. They want a signal report, and they want a state. So if you were out at a park right now, you could just sit there and talk to the people doing the QSO parties. I see James there. I want to see if I can get him. I like to get James on CW, WB0RLJ, because he records the contacts and then he releases the video, and he's got like an index of all the contacts he made, and you just click your name and you can listen to yourself making a contact with him. Doesn't sound like I'm hearing him today though. New England. That reminds me, I need to open my ham alert. I try to pick up the people that are in my ham alerts, usually because they're easy to hear. The only reason I would put somebody in ham alerts is because I can hear them real well. Ham alerts, copy my password. Open my ham alert, paste in my password, type my username. Alright, there's James at the top of the list. Of course I can't get him. 2005. Kim was doing RTTY about an hour ago. If she was there, I would try to reach her. Alright, I'm not hearing James, so I'll move back down. I was coming up here. I don't remember where I was, so. Kilo India 5, Whiskey Tango.
Alpha 5 station, go ahead.
He's got a 5-9 signal, but he didn't hear me.
Hang on, I'm talking to Alpha 5 Echo Yankee, and you are 5-7 South Dakota, back to you.
He's bouncing between a 5-7 and a 5-9.
If you like the Texas, then I appreciate the contact, back to you.
KD0OIX.
73, this is Kilo Delta 0, Oscar, India X-ray, QRZ.
Kilo India 5, Whiskey Tango.
ending in hotel. Go ahead.
Station ending in Tango, he said.
November 9, Yankee Uniform Hotel. Thank you for Illinois. And you are 5-8, South Dakota. Back to you. Thank you. Have a great day as well. 7-3. This is Kilo Delta Zero Oscar India. Take care of it.
Kilo India 5, Whiskey Whiskey Tango.
Bravo, Bravo. Whiskey 5, Kilo Whiskey Bravo. Did I get that right?
All right. One more try at 80 watts.
Thank you for the 5-5 into Texas. You are 5-9 here, South Dakota. Back to you.
South Dakota.
Thank you. Appreciate you hunting. And 7-3. This is Kilo Delta Zero Oscar India. Take care of it.
Kilo India 5, Whiskey Whiskey Tango.
Station ending in Lima, Bravo, India. Say again.
Victor Echo 3.
All right, he didn't hear me, and he's got a pileup, so
Victor Echo 3.
I'll move on.
Lima, Bravo, India.
I normally run 69
South
watts.
Carolina.
I very seldom go to the max, which is 100 on this FT991A. Michigan. Somebody's above Michigan. They're somewhere in the middle. 254.5. That's another one of those state CUSA parties. Tennessee. Don't know what that buzz is. But I'm not hearing the activator. North Carolina. He's actually down in the noise. I could barely hear him. Alright, let me... Last time I had a problem with my CW. Somehow the speed that I was keying at was stuck at some low speed, so I wasn't transmitting. Get the audio down first. So now before I start transmitting, I go in and not that. Go in and just modify the speed and bring it back before I start transmitting there. Alright, not hearing 068. Kilo Echo 2 Mike Tango in New Jersey. Nothing heard. New York. Doing 3/6s on 20 meters. So one of them's on 14066, one of them's on 6666. I can hear that one. My break-in wasn't on. Alright, my break-in wasn't on, so I couldn't catch that one. Alright, here we go again. CQ. K1SN. What did I do? I thought I turned that on. Alright, break-in is on now. WWT question mark. at it that time. $5.99 from Texas. K1SN. Dit means you're done. It's a pretty strong signal. If I was out at a park, I'd sit and listen a while and try to decode some of the other call signs. K0LAR, that was Virginia that I got. This is Minnesota. Picking you up better on 65.1. Alright, that's someone else calling CQ on that 14065. K7 something. WG0Y is in New Mexico. Kilo 6 Barbecue, I can normally reach him. See if I can reach him today. They got two spotted. No, well, you got two spots for it at two different parks. Kilo Echo 6 Tango and K6 Barbecue. And I can't hear either one of them, so I will move on. N8YO in Michigan. N8YO. $5.79. Dit means you're done. He's sending QRZ question mark and then his call sign. It's Mike in Michigan. 14062. Let's try James again here. Doesn't seem like I'm hearing him today. Alright, we got 062. We're still coming back up. We're reverse going the spot page here. We're on CW for 20 meters. Mike, if you're near radio, give me a frequency and I'll do some CW with you. Or anyone in the chat there. Not hearing that. Indiana. Indiana's IN. Iowa is IA. Alright, not hearing audio. That's my first pass on 20 meters. There's somebody spotted on 6 meters. It went away. 10 meters is pretty rare for me this time of year, but I will check anyway. Sounds like just static here. The noise floor is at 0. Ah, there's something.
November 6, Zulu, again, please.
I hear the CA2 EBM down in Chile. I'll give you some more power, Chile.
Okay, your signal is 5555 in the park reference Lima 0265. Charlie Lima 0265.
He's about a 4-1. I'll give him a try though. Wouldn't hurt. Normally the 10-meter signal goes south for me. South, like into South America. I don't hear any US stations this time of year on 10 meters.
You are set. Charlie Alpha 2, Echo, Bravo Mike. CQ Pota, CQ Pota, CQ Park from the air. This is Charlie Alpha 2, Echo, Bravo Mike.
Kilo India 5, Whiskey, Whiskey Tango.
CQ Park from the air. Call and send by.
Kilo India 5, Whiskey, Whiskey Tango.
Whiskey Kilo, again, please. Whiskey Kilo.
Kilo India 5, Whiskey, Whiskey Tango.
Whiskey Kilo 5.
Kilo India 5, Whiskey, Whiskey Tango. Kilo India 5, Whiskey, Whiskey Tango. QSL.
Whiskey Tango is correct.
Maybe he's talking to someone else.
Kilo India 5, Whiskey Tango.
QSL, QSL, that's correct.
Okay, your signal in the park, Charlie Lima 0265 is 59%, 59% QSL.
Roger, you're about a 4-1 here, a 41. You're not even moving my meter, but I can hear you.
41.
Roger, Roger.
Okay, thank you for the 41 in thank you for the 41. Thank you, 73.
73, and thank you.
You are set.
Now he asked for my call sign 4 times, but he said I was plus 10.
Whiskey 9, Bravo, again, please.
So he's hearing me loud and clear, but I'm barely hearing him. I said 41. Let's go, what was it? Sent a plus 10. Just for my notes there. Alright.
Thank you, 70.
That's why I always check all the bands, even if I know I normally don't hear anything on 10 meters. I go ahead and check it anyway, because sometimes there's some DX stations there. And I'm on 460. Those DX stations are normally above 500 for me. I'll do a quick scan and see if I can hear anything. Somebody tuning up, maybe? Nope, just noise. Alright, nothing heard on 10 meters. Oh god, that noise is annoying. Yeah, I just went through the spot page on 20 meters and contacted the parks that I could hear. I'm gonna go back and pick up some of those state QSO parties. 17 meters. 17 meters I can sometimes hear from here. I'm at home right now, so I got the endfed up, and it sometimes has trouble making connections on 17 meters at least. It works fine on every other band, but 17 meters is a problem at home. Let's see if anyone's listening on 10 meter FM. Boom, boom. Not hearing anything. I'll throw out a CQ. Is the frequency in use? Kilo India 5, Whiskey, Whiskey Tango. No response. CQ, CQ, Kilo India 5, Whiskey, Whiskey Tango. CQ, CQ, Kilo India 5, Whiskey, Whiskey Tango. Calling CQ from Texas in the US. CQ, CQ, Kilo India 5, Whiskey, Whiskey Tango. Now I sent that long extended CQ in case someone's watching the waterfall and they'll see it and they'll come and pick me up and be surprised that I'm calling CQ. But they didn't pick up, so I'm going to finish the rest of the bands for the POTA spot page. 15 meters is not good for me this time of year either. Not hearing either one of those. There's some stuff out to the left on the waterfall. Let's see what that is. If I can. Now that's CW, but it sounds a little too fast for me. They're not sending constantly. I'll move down some more. Alright. I keep LDG running in the background just in case someone's going too fast. Turn down the CW. Alright, let's see if we can figure out who this is. You sent an I8 question mark. This is 210375. I'm going to check the 21035. I'm going to check the DX cluster to see if it's been heard. K1GQ possibly. No, this is N7UN. I don't think I looked at that contest before, so he's in the N7U 7QP contest. Let's see what that is. 7QP, that's this one right here. The exchange is a signal report in the state. Signal report in the state, okay. Alright, this is N7UN. And I already forgot which thing this was. 7th call QSO party. That's just for my notes. Now I want it over here. That's assuming you can hear me. Yeah, he was going too fast though. I can't understand it. If you're going more than 20 words a minute, I probably can't pick it up. There's a response. Alright, he sent some extra stuff. KLI/YAK. I just add that to the comments. And I will save it. Contact is a contact, of course. Alright, there was some more stuff over here on 15 meters. Yeah, it's N7UN. It's right here. Right here, N7UN. I think I can bring up the signal browser. Alright, I'm going to look at the waterfall. Oh, the extra was his non-club call? We'll see what else we can get on the waterfall here. K7RAT. He says CQ contest, but he doesn't say which test he's in. So I'm going to assume he wants a state and a signal report. Back to calling CQs, K7RAT. It says the boring the boring amateur radio club. I bet it's a group of fun guys there. Alright, we'll save. And again, I was looking at the spot page and I saw this on my waterfall. These are most likely contesters for this group of QSO parties here. Indiana, Delaware, and New England. New England being a group of states there, so it's multiple states. Alright, that's the bottom of it. Let's go back up. There's a big signal right there. That's the one I just talked to, isn't it? Yeah, 326. Yeah, I'm normally good at doing POTA because the exchange is so basic. But if you add anything extra after that, like your normal club, your normal call sign as opposed to your club, I won't pick it up unless you're going like 15 words a minute or so. Alright, so that's all of the 15 meters I'm going to get right there. I checked all these. Canada, California. California's down the noise there. I did hear a ham alert come through. I can barely hear him. Let's check 14336. Someone is at my park for some reason. Oh, that's Dominic. I'm gonna see if he can hear me. I can barely hear him. Yeah, that's Dominic. I know him because I see him out at the park all the time. I've got at least 20, at least 20 park-to-parks with him at 2996.
Kilo Alpha 8, Golf India Mike.
I'll give him a try though.
Roger, Roger, Dom. You're 5-9 plus 10 into Wisconsin.
Kilo India 5, Whiskey Whiskey Tango. Alright, he said Kilo Echo 8. I'm gonna try one more time, of course.
Roger on that. Good 5-9 in Ohio here today on you.
Kilo India 5, Whiskey Whiskey Tango. Alright, he's not hearing me. I'm too close.
Roger, good enough, 2996 back to the log. Hey, you're a little lighter than normal. You just 10 over 9, Mike November, QSL.
Alright, I was on 15. Finishing up 15. Alright, we're done with 15. Let's check 17. 17 here. Nothing heard from Colorado. 18158. Oh, if you were trying to get it, I guess I could listen for it. Are you still trying, Newerham?
Hey, you're amazing. Are you actually in the kayak at the time? Holy Hannah, that's impressive. Hey, good for you, my friend. Yeah, you're the that's cool. Anyway, I'll let you go. Thanks, Dom. Wow, that's cool. 7-3.
Kilo 9 Bravo Romeo Mike.
Kilo 9 Bravo Romeo Mike is strong here.
5-9 with the India QSL.
Norway 3, Whiskey Echo Radio. Norway 3, wireless electric radio, and 3.
Alright, I'm going to move on. I can't hear Dom. Back on 17 meters. I'm not hearing 17 meters. I think that is FT8 out to the left there. Yeah, that's FT8. There might be some CW out there. It's very low. Should be back at so how copy? That means it's a rag chew, which I don't do yet. I'm not good at rag chewing. Can't think of a sentence and send it in CW at the same time. I can do one or two, but not both. 40 meters during the daytime is not normally good. Yeah, normally I only get like 20 meters and 15 meters during the day. And if there's a contest going on, there's people all over 20 meters. I'm not hearing anything on 40 meters. And you can see the big cloud down on the big cloud of noise down that I have, like a S7 noise floor for 40 meters. It doesn't get much better during the nighttime. I think it has something to do with the endfed antenna picking up a bunch of noise. Alright, man, good to meet you. Just killing a little time here. I was telling Mike earlier I got up to mow the grass this morning and don't really want to do anything else for the rest of the day, so I'm not going to make it out to the park. I'm just going to hang out here for a while. Plus I'm on call right now, so I don't really want to do too much. Let's look at 30 meters CW from Japan. Not hearing it. Not seeing much on the waterfall for it either. Alright. And someone came up on 20 meters again. Well, 6 meters, sorry. Again, I'm not hearing anything on 6 meters. But, of course, we always check. 5313 is the FT8. I go and set the radio to the FT8 frequency, and if I can hear something, I know there's an opening for 6 meters. But I'm not hearing it right now. We already got you on 10 meters. This one's new. Yep. Alright, so we're going to go 20 meters. do a quick check for CW because they're easy to get. Now remember, I got my license in 22. So I got it in September. And I wasn't hearing anything on 10 meters in September. And then in October, everything turned on. I was able to get all types of contacts on 10 meters. So I was happy for it for a while. I wasn't thinking about getting my general or anything because I thought I didn't need to because I was making contacts. So probably around middle of March, that's when the signal fades out here in Texas. 10 meters goes south for me. It goes down to South America. So I wasn't hearing anything at all on 10 meters for days and days at a time. And I noticed on the band plan here, when I was a technician, this little CW only portion was available on like 15 meters here. It's on 20 meters. No, not on 20 meters. It's available on 15 meters, and it was available on 40 meters, and it was available on 80 meters. So I started listening to those ranges, and I was hearing a little dits and dahs. So I started picking up a little CW, and I started doing parks on the air, just making contacts hunting CW. And I was doing maybe 12 words a minute or something like that. And I eventually worked my way up to 19 where I'm at now. And since I wasn't able to make a large number of contacts, I started studying for the general. And when I got the general, I got to do all these other bands, which was the only reason I got the general. Right now, I don't see a need to do the extra because I don't gain anything. If I were to gain something by getting my extra, I would do it. That was not the activator. I always say one more pass. I'm going to make one more pass on 20 meters here. WB0R, that's James. I can't hear James today. Normally comes through loud and clear. What is that? Let me copy that. This is James up in New England. If I look at my call, I look at my logbook on QRZ for James's call sign. I've got 71 contacts with James here, and almost all of them are POTA. Either he was at a park or I was at a park. That says 50. There's another page. Yeah, there's a few mixed in down here that were non-POTA. To get wider coverage on phone, I said pretty. Well, not where I am here in Texas. I get better CW coverage because the CW goes through even at when the conditions are bad. I don't really do much FT8 anymore. FT8 always works, but I don't get anything out of doing FT8, just pressing a button here, pressing a button there. I use it for propagation testing just to see where my signal's going, but I don't really do much FT8 anymore. So that's 71 contacts with James, but I'm not hearing him today for some reason. Alright, we want to go 20 meters and pick up those state QSO parties that are out there. So let's do 225. It's got some noise behind it.
CQ, Alpha India 7, India Delta, 7th area QSO party, CQ.
I think he said Alpha India 7, India Delta.
Alpha 0, Yankee.
The Idaho Contest Club.
Roger, the Arizona Charlie Hotel 0.
Can't knock that noise out.
Oregon, Malheur County, Mike Alpha Lima, and in the Idaho, Washington County, Whiskey Alpha Sierra. We got that.
I'm going to try to get him though, even though there's noise.
Thank you. CQ, Alpha India 7, India Delta, 7th area QSO party, CQ.
Kilo India 5, Whiskey Tango.
Whiskey 0, Zebra, Quebec, FK 59 into Oregon, Mike Alpha Lima, and in
250
Idaho,
award for
Whiskey Alpha Sierra.
QRZ.
What's the second county?
Second county is in Idaho, Washington.
Yeah, I want to do CW though.
Okay, there's someone on frequency. Can you give me the second county? I've got Oregon, NAL. What's the second one?
Oregon is Mike Alpha Lima.
Like for mixed, everything's on 20 meters for me. Because I can only hear 20 during the day.
Minnesota, Mike November.
Probably around June, I'll start hearing 15 meters and 17 consistently. But this time of year, it's not. So that's mixed.
November 1, all
And for CW, that's going to take a lot longer. Phone. Yeah, on phone, everything's 20 meters. So if it's not on 20 meters, I probably won't get it. Alright, I can't stand this noise, so I'm going to move on. Boom. Listen for SSTV on 230.
Hotel Mike Alpha.
242.
7-3 QRZ.
Said QRZ, but no call sign.
Any keeping around the uniform, 1 option. N1. George, Julia.
Trying to get his call sign.
N1. South India Julia. You're 59 Mike Alpha, Hotel Mike Alpha. What state are you in? QRZ. Whiskey.
Kilo 9 Papa Whiskey.
Whiskey, the Whiskey 4.
Kilo 9
He's
Papa
not giving a
Whiskey.
call sign, so we move on. And again, I'm hunting for those state QSO parties.
CAD Alpha.
Just looking at the waterfall and trying to get them. I heard something there, but it went away. I will get going.
Consider Victor 3, Japan Bravo America. Sorry for the delay. I had to get up and do something here.
Alright, he came back.
How are you today?
NU10, NUI0.
Yeah, very good, Audie. My pleasure. Hooking up with you. Thanks
Whoop.
for the call. I have you at 5 and 5. 55 is your signal report here in Ohio, okay?
He's in Ohio.
Yeah, you bet. 7-3. Bye-bye.
Okay, we'll move on.
Kilo at K7 Zulu, Sierra Delta 7QT. Alpha Golf 4 Hotel, California, Oregon.
Knock that noise out. Have to turn the volume up a little bit.
Thanks for Alabama. Kilo at K7 Zulu, Sierra Delta.
Kilo India 5, Whiskey Whiskey Tango.
7 Bravo. Boy, is that Alpha Kilo 7 Tango Bravo?
Yeah, that NU Oscar, I couldn't hear him. He started talking and then he faded away.
Okay, I got you now. Whiskey K7, Whiskey Tango Bravo, 59 Oregon, Curry County, Charlie Uniform Romeo, over. What was the state? Utah, what is your county? Yeah, that's Germany, Alpha Romeo, Pagosio,
He's
QSL.
fading out, man, but I can understand him.
Thank you, sir. Kilo at K7 Zulu, Sierra Delta.
Kilo India 5, Whiskey Whiskey Tango.
Kilo station?
Kilo India 5, Whiskey Whiskey Tango.
Boy, I'm having trouble getting you out. You call again, please?
Is he talking to me? Maybe not. So we will move on.
Okay, thank you very much. Cheers up. CQ contest, area 7. CQ contest, Kilo Charlie 7 Delta Bravo.
Kilo Charlie 7, Delta Bravo.
CQ contest, Kilo
In
Charlie
Arizona.
7 Delta Bravo.
Kilo India 5, Whiskey Whiskey Tango.
Can I copy Kilo 9 Whiskey Tango?
Negative. Kilo India 5, Whiskey Whiskey Tango.
I copy Kilo India 5 Whiskey Tango. You are 5-9 into Arizona. PMA. Alpha Mike Alpha.
Roger that. You are 5-7 into Texas. 57 in Texas. All right, he said, thank you, Texas. He just said contest. He didn't say which party he was in. So we'll go ahead and save it and move on. Oh, there he goes. Area 7. It was called something else over here. 7th call area is what it was called. So let's edit that call. And I just put little comments into the contacts so I'll know what we talked about. Every once in a while I'll get one that wants to talk for 20 minutes or so, and I'll go ahead and talk. And I will keep notes on what we talked about, so that if I see him again, I'll bring up what we talked about before. 287. Sound off frequency.
Kilo Fox Zero, Quebec Point, India. 59 in Yuma, Arizona. That's Alpha Zulu, Yankee Mike Alpha. Thank you. Kilo 7 Lima.
Kilo 7 Lima.
River 1 Alpha Delta X-ray. 59 in Yuma,
Arizona. That's Alpha Zulu, Yankee Mike Alpha.
Still signs off.
Okay, and it's what's the Whiskey Ocean Radio? Thank you. Kilo 7 Lima.
Kilo 7 Lima. Dave and Yuma.
Ticket contest. Anybody, anywhere. Kilo 7 Lima.
Kilo India 5, Whiskey Whiskey Tango.
Whiskey Bravo 5, Quebec Oscar Tango. 59 in Yuma, Arizona. That's Alpha Zulu, Yankee Mike Alpha. Thank you. Kilo 7 Lima.
Kilo India 5, Whiskey Whiskey Tango.
Kilo India 5 something Tango.
Kilo India 5, Whiskey Whiskey Tango.
Whiskey Tango. 59 in Yuma, Arizona. That's Alpha Zulu, Yankee Mike Alpha.
Roger that. You're just over 5-9 into Texas.
Thank you. Kilo 7 Lima. Ending in Delta.
Yeah, I put him at 287.2. It sounds a lot better there.
Echo Papa Delta. 59 in Yuma, Arizona. That's Alpha Zulu, Yankee Mike Alpha.
It's that area 7. It's got a 7 in the call.
Thank you. Kilo 7 Lima.
I didn't notice that before. It said 7th call area QSO party.
Whiskey Delta Tango, I think you said. 59 in Yuma, Arizona. That's Alpha Zulu.
So I guess if
Yankee
you've got a
Mike
7
Alpha.
in your call sign, that's what they're doing there. All right, where are we? 287.
Okay, that's South Metro.
Let's move up some more. And my radio waterfalls down this way. That's why I'm looking down this way. 305.
107775. Copy.
I know that voice. He's usually at 5 or 6 parks at the same time.
Roger, thanks for hunting, thanks for activating 73. QRZ, this is November 2, November Whiskey Kilo Parks on the air.
Kilo India 5, Whiskey Whiskey Tango.
Kilo India 5, Whiskey Tango, Joe. You are 5-7 into my 3 parks in Baltimore, Maryland, over.
Roger that. I've got you 5-9 into Texas, 59 in Texas.
Roger, Joe, always a pleasure. Thanks for the 59 Texas. Take care,
73.
QRZ, this is November 2.
I always look for him when I'm out at the park because he's usually at 2 or 3 parks. One time he was at 7 parks, and I made 7 contacts. So let's copy him. I had his call sign, so I'll get it again. Archibald is his name. So if you want, put this guy into your ham alerts, because he'll be at 4 or 5 parks at the same time, all the time. So save that. Let's go look at let's look at his call. He usually puts the parks that he's in on his QRZ page. Let's see. Okay, so today he's at these three parks. So if you were doing POTA out at the park, this would be 3 contacts for you and 1 call. And like I said before, he did one where he was in 7 parks somehow. I don't know how he does it, but up in Maryland, they're all close together, so it's possible. So we were 305, and we were scanning around. Turn my volume back up here. He said you were 5'9" into my 18 parks. Alright, we're continuing to scan for state QSO parties. Something's there, but it's not coming back. Might be in the middle somewhere. Or it might be a digital signal. Alright, I'm not getting anything from it. I heard CQ there. It's very low. That one's too low. 329. There he is. Alright, there's another one of those park names. Kinnickinnick. What is it? Kinnickinnick State Park. I can't hear you though. You're too low. Say Kinnickinnick 3 times real fast. Alright. Alright, so we're done there. I think I've got all I can get in this sitting. But I never pass up some CW for Parks on the Air because the exchange is very small. Now this is an odd CW pattern that I'm hearing. KD7PH. Alright, nothing heard after that. Alright, so what do we do here as far as contacts? I don't remember what time I started. I think it was there. 2050, yeah. 1. Alright, so 12 contacts. And what amount of time? 2050 to 2153 in about an hour. And I wanted to try something. I don't normally do digital modes. I need to leave that open. I need to adjust the output on my audio for... I'm going to send a RTTY CQ out here and see if I can get picked up. Normally Kim out in California is listening on 14087 K6YYL. That's Kim. She normally does RTTY. I'm going to send some RTTY on on. Let's see. I need FLDG. Did I close you? There you are. FLDG will do multiple modes, multiple digital modes. You have to set the radio to data upper sideband, and you have to set FLDG's operating mode into RTTY, which is somewhere that I'm seeing right there, RTTY 45. See, it says RTTY down here at the bottom, and data. I'm running a LDG Z-11Pro II, which has a limit of 30 watts for data. Well, I'm sorry, digital signals. So I want to go 14087. So the actual frequency is here. There's some type of offset that is done. I don't know what it is, and I don't care. I just know that you have to get this box here in the white set to the frequency you want. And she's normally on 14087. So if I get around 86 and start looking over here, see, I'm on 14087.571. I just want to bring that down till it says 087. And if I get picked up by the reverse beacon network, I'll show you that it's using this frequency in the white instead of what's in the yellow over here. Now there's some digital signals out to the left there, but that's not RTTY. When a RTTY signal comes through, it'll be 2 bars just like this, and you have to just click over those 2 bars, or if it's on the signal browser here, you just click it. So let me send a CQ. I'm going to send CQ my call 2 times. When someone answers, I'm going to send them my call again and my name and my state. I guess I could send a signal report this time. I could say Joe. I could say 599. Joe in Texas. And these are just macros that are used by FLDG. Instead of me typing in this blue box down here and then clicking send, they have a bunch of macros that you can set up. It's a lot easier when you're using the macros. And you can use these macros with all of these different modes that FLDG supports. So I want to do that, and I'll do the final. I'll say 73 blah blah. Let's do a CQ. I want to keep an eye on my ALC. So I'll switch that to ALC, and I will send my first CQ. All right. And I didn't hear any loud buzzing or anything, so that's a good sign. Means I've got all the ferrites or whatever you call these things. These little black things that you put around to stop the digital signal from coming into the radio. I'm going to send another CQ. You look here, you see it's off a little bit on the frequency. I'm going to pump it back up till it says 0. Alright, 2 CQs and no answer. I can turn off the noise reduction here. noticed my my monitor is not on, so you don't hear the RTTY type signal. Alright, that's a different digital signal out to the left there. I think it's FT4, I'm not sure. Alright, let's send another CQ. That's what the RTTY signal sounds like. Alright, so here's my spot that went out to ham alert. See, it says 14087. That matches the frequency that's right there. And it was a 9 dB signal. Well, it was a 9 dB signal for there, but Canada got it at 19. I'm going to send a few more CQs to see if anyone picks it up. Some people have RTTY in their ham alert, and whenever they get a ham alert, they jump on. I was watching somebody's live stream yesterday, and they were doing JS8 call. I've done that before, but I didn't remember how to do it. I had to actually Google how to do it while watching the live stream. So I made a few contacts last night doing JS8 call. Alright, nobody answered. And I don't know why the frequency changes in LDG here. You just have to keep an eye on it. I'll send one more CQ. If you hadn't seen this before, I keep my ham alerts on the top window here, and I keep set the DX cluster down at the bottom down here, but I'm only listening for my call sign, or I'm listening for something being heard in Texas. So this is CW that's being heard by this Texas station, and it's talking to the DX cluster. Now if I want, I could hunt these I could hunt some of these CW signals down here. Yeah, if you run RTTY, I didn't hear you. It's possible it's just not getting to me. Sometimes it works out that way. They have a weekly RTTY contest on Thursday nights that lasts about 30 minutes, and there's usually more people there. Alright, so I'm not getting that. Let's go CW. Let's go, what is this? I saw a strong signal over here. Let's look at 14025.1. Alright, we're back on CW mode. He's sending at 27 words a minute, which I can't decode, of course. So I pop up LDG. I have to set the mode back to CW down here. And CW, FLDG doesn't automatically decode everything good. It has to have a strong signal to decode it. So like this one's got a little noise in it, I'm not decoding it too good. N6RO, there he is right there. It's a 7QP party. And I've seen that they want just a signal report and a state. Alright, I knocked down some of the RF. I put it down to 75. It's decoding a little better. Again. Let's give you 40 watts there. He sent 5.9 California, I sent 5.9 Texas. He sent something else, which is outside the exchange, so I don't know what he sent. Alright, he says thank you. Now he sent a 5.9 in CA and then he sent something after it. And again, I'm not at a point where I can capture that part that you sent after. If I know what the exchange is, I can get that exchange, but if you send something else, I'm not going to get it. Oakley, California. And they do have graphical type screens that you can go look at for the DX clusters, but I prefer the old text-based one. We got 140319. Got W1AW listening. Let's grab that. We need you on top here. Now, is it slash something? Alright, this is just W1AW with no slash. Connecticut. And he says thank you, and he goes on. W1AW, Connecticut, 40 watts, saved. Alright, there's James again on 14056.1. Let's see if there's been a shift where I can pick him up now. Doesn't sound like it. After you start working people so many times, you start to recognize their call signs. I'm going to do a few more of these here. I did K7 rat earlier. It's got a 46 dB signal though on 21037.8. Did I talk to him on 20? Yeah. Yeah, 1 hour ago I talked to him on the same frequency right there. It says possible duplicate. There's a Japan station, but it's only at 8 dB. 21057.1. Not here in Japan. I assume that's Japan. It's JJ. Yep, Japan. Yachimata City in Japan. Yachimata. K9F is on 40 meters. 7050. Lower side band. He's very faint. I can barely hear it. I can hear somebody going back to it though. Or I could sit here and just hunt the rest of these, but I don't feel like it. 25 dB, 14033.6. So another one typing fast again, or sending fast. And there goes the phone. Alright, I'm going to put you guys on hold. Hello? Doing good. Yes. I gotta cut the yard. I can't do anything else the rest of the day. Yeah. Alright, you're welcome. Bye. There we go. Alright. That was my neighbor asking me to pick up a package. That was the pretty neighbor, so of course I will pick up that package. Alright. I was just about done here trying to see if I could hear the station on 33.6, but I can't. And I'm going to check the spot page one last time. There's another one. Now I can hear it. 140263. And I'm using the, I think they call it PewDieKey CW key. I picked it up a couple months ago. It was $35 on Amazon. I checked yesterday. It was like 41 bucks for the same key. It's a nice key. It works well. I was gonna go back and get one in blue, but I don't know if I want one for 41 bucks though. N9JF is what I'm hearing. In Indiana, Portland Arch State Nature Preserve. N9JF. I didn't hear the dit. I just moved my camera. This is the longest contact. He just moved on to the other one without stopping. There's somebody on 17 meters. That's a strong signal. CQ right there. And 9JF. There's a response. And 9JF. He doesn't send a CQ, it sounds like, at the end. He just sends his call sign. Right, we got another strong station. KD7PH. Now it says 23 minutes ago, so it may be a different station. Of course, we got to listen for call sign. Sending at 20 words a minute. That was probably not that. That was probably someone else that I was hearing then. If it's 24 minutes ago now that it was last heard. I hear a faint CW signal in there. W9C, Indiana QSO party. Oh, that was my digital noise reduction was still on. Yeah, that's a W station. Maryland, Washington. I'm making my last pass again. W7PQ. And he's gone. My last try for James. Where'd he go? James must have just deleted a spot because it disappeared on me. Oh, there it is right there. Still not hearing James in New England. Mississippi, I can normally hear you. Okatabidi. Okatibi. Octabidi. I can't say that word. I will move on. It's always fun reading the names of some of these parks. The park names are always a little weird sometimes. This one's getting faint. Alright, don't really want to do any more sideband unless I see something interesting.
Kilo 7, Kilo Victor Hotel, QSL.
I'm lost in the weeds. If you can hear me, come back in a couple of minutes if you can.
Is that Kilo 7, Kilo Victor Hotel, QSL? Nothing heard, QRZ.
QRZ, but no call sign, so I don't know who this is.
Bravo, Romeo, Juliet, what's your prefix?
Two stations
Bravo, Romeo, your
on 14327 in two different states.
November 3, Foxtrot, Mike Charlie.
QRZ, Whiskey 9 and November Tango, QS.
Sounds like I'm hearing both of them.
W9 and Whiskey 9 November Tango.
Charlie,
Kilo India 5, Whiskey Whiskey Tango.
the Philly.
Thank you so much for the 5-9 and guess what?
Kilo India 5, Whiskey Tango. Audio of you at 585.
Yeah, so you use that, right?
Lima Park number, you have 0987. QSL.
Roger that. I have you 5-9 in Texas, 59 in Texas.
Wow, that's all the 59, but it's working well for you. Yeah,
73.
we're going to Elmer some newbie POTA guys. That should be fun.
Oh, good deal, good deal.
Alright, sounds like there's a rag chew on 327 and I'm hearing the Illinois station at the same time. So it's possible they can't hear each other. W9NT, CQ POTA, CQ POTA.
CQ POTA, W9NT, Whiskey 9 November Tango.
Whiskey 9, November Tango. Alright, 14330. We got 3 from 3 different states. This one's being heard by a KI5LET, which I normally hear on the local FM. What do you call that thing? We have an FM net on Friday nights here in the North Texas area, and KI5LET is normally on there. But I am not hearing this station from Michigan. I'm not hearing any of them. They're down in the noise here. down in the noise. 345, 347. You are down in the noise also. Alright, I said there was a station on 17 meters. Where did it go? Wasn't that? It was 18 something.
Quebec 4, Whiskey Charlie, Quebec, USL.
Did I pass it already? Alright, there was a station on 17 meters, but I didn't get it. So this will be my second time finishing for the day. Let's see what we did here. There. 14, 15, 16 contacts. Including one on 10 meters, which I don't normally get. So if I find anything interesting to do tonight, like RTTY or JS8 call, I might come back on. But I'll probably be out early in the morning, early being 10 a.m. Central Time, doing some POTA. Before I go, I want to try James on 7038. It's kind of faint. Very faint, actually. Alright, not hearing James. So that will be my final call for today. 73, and thank you guys for watching. If you got any questions, send me an email. Again, I'm running the FT991A. I'm running an endfed from Palomar. It's the Palomar Bullet. I've got a 29.5 foot cable on it. It's mounted going up vertically to a mast that's about 20 feet high. So it's just sloping down. And for digital signals like the RTTY, I was sending out at 30 watts. CW, I was sending 30 and 40 watts. Sideband, I normally send 69 watts. I had one I had to send at 80 that wasn't hearing me on 10 meters. So 73 guys, and I will see you next time. Thank you for watching.